To you. At this moment, I'm sending you an energetic invitation to join me on my current and final journey here on Earth. I invite you to be a part of the we in the We the Collective. I'm calling in my soul tribe, in peace, in love, in truth. I feel I have important work to do regarding nature and what that means to me. You are invited to watch my story unfold. In love, in peace, in truth. Naphtali. Find a comfortable position and close your eyes. I invite you 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 to get to know yourself. I invite you to get to know your child self. I invite you to get to know the peace that lies within you. I invite you. I invite you. I invite you to get to know life beyond words. I invite you to get to know life beyond ego. I invite you to get to know life beyond the five senses. I invite you. I invite you. I invite you to get to know a space with no time. I invite you to get to know yourself beyond the body. I invite you to get to know your inner you, universe. I invite you. I invite you. I invite you. I invite you. I welcome you with open arms to discover, to discover, to discover, to discover. I welcome you. I love on you. I feel you. I see you. I invite you. I invite you to get to know beauty with no reflection. I invite you to get to know selflessness with no act. I invite you to get to know. 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 To get to know, I invite you. 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 Now when you're ready, bring yourself back to your body. Place your awareness back to the present moment. Open your eyes and be ready to receive. You are love. You are whole. So, today, we're going to see what Gaia has to say to us, see what messages that she has to bring forward. In the pre-shuffle, I was feeling that today we're going to be asked to look at a decision between accepting the shadow side of ourselves and the light side of ourselves. And in that decision, there is also the option to choose both sides or to choose neither side. I feel like we are being called to acknowledge all sides of ourselves, the good and the bad, the pretty and the ugly. It's important to honor both your shadow and both your light aspects, as both contribute to this experience, both contribute to you being able to experience a happy moment, both contribute to you being able to understand when your heart is feeling sorrow. So we're going to pull some cards and see what messages come forward. Healing. Taking off that false mask. That mask that we all have for social media. Taking that mask off and presenting yourself as yourself enables multidimensional healing. Because as you live this life, with a mask, it places it takes something out of balance. It's almost like the other versions of yourself living on other planes of existence. It takes something out of alignment for them when you're not expressing yourself authentically. It's almost like it's a chain reaction. We're being asked to guard, I heard gardener energy. We're being asked to tap into our signature energy. That is unique to us and that only we have. We all have our own individual signature energy that is completely unique to your being. We're being asked to reflect on how the good moments in our life have helped us grow and how the dark times have been transmuted into light and wisdom and taken us back to growth. We're being asked to again reflect on who it is that we are. To reflect what we are beyond the physical eyes. To look in the mirror and see beyond your reflection, to see through the other end of the mirror. You're being asked to look at yourself and look at your life and look at the person you've grown to be. You're being asked to take a look at the things that you've been juggling in your life. Look at the things that's been occupying your time and have they been leading you to growth, stability, abundance, spiritual abundance? Have they been leading you to a better knowing of yourself? Or have they been draining your energy? It's time to look at what's important and to only take what's important, what's for your highest good into your next journey. And that doesn't mean locking away all the bad and all the dark times and all the times that you fell out with somebody and all the times that you felt disrespected. It means taking what's necessary, taking the arguments where you actually learned something, the arguments where it actually led you to pursuing happiness in yourself, or led you to maybe someone may have said you're never going to be anything and you decided that you want to take yourself to uni or take yourself to this or do something else. There's always going to be people watching with a negative eye, with envy, waiting for you to slip because they slipped so many times and they don't understand why your feet are gripping so tightly to the ground. They don't understand why gravity is on your side. They don't understand that you respect nature, you respect love, you respect healing and healers, and you respect life. which is why gravity is always on your side. It's important to know that you are divinely protected, that we all have somebody to talk to, maybe not physically, but spiritually, energetically. There's always somebody there to send you an energetic care package of peace, tranquility, understanding, and warmth. This is an important time to tap into that heart energy, to tap into your core, to wipe away the cobwebs and access the golden egg that lies within. It's important to start living out your dreams and giving birth to the ideas that have now lied dormant. To the ideas that have been thought about and you've been trying to manifest for so long and wanted to manifest for so long. It's time to start focusing on your business, your spirituality. It's time to focus on bringing in this egg. It's time to give birth to this flow, to this newfound flow. I feel that a mass veil has been lifted, and not just over people's eyes, but people's ears. Some people were not ready, and some people, it wasn't that they wasn't ready, they physically were not able to hear words of truth, because those words of truth would override their systems, and it would be too shocking and too damaging for their systems to cope with certain kinds of knowledge. But we're now coming to a place where people are beginning to understand and want to understand, and are being forced to see with their eyes, which has now led to the veil of people's ears to be open. Gaia wants to go to the children of this world. And I don't know why, but I'm feeling around age 6, but children are children. The children of today are beautiful. unique individuals. It's important that we begin to also give children a voice, and not give them our voice, give them their own voice. It's important to let children know their place in this world, to let them understand that they are just as important in the happenings of this planet. Their voice is just as important when it comes to making decisions that truly do affect children. It's important to understand that they are at their purest moment of life, and it's our duty to ensure that their purity can continue for as long as they take themselves out of it, if that makes sense. It's important that we don't stifle their creativity, and we don't chastise them for expressing themselves in ways that we don't think they should. It's important to be a watching, loving, guardian angel-like figure for these children, instead of being these drill sergeants that dictate on how you are going to be for the next 18 years and how you are going to be after those 18 years. It's important that we understand that a lot of the decisions that we make are truly noticed by the children of today. And karmically, the children of today are going to be given a voice. A voice that cannot be denied. A voice of wisdom. A voice of light. A voice of truth. And a voice of knowledge. It's time that we respect the children enough to allow them to grow, to know to express themselves in any way that they wish. Gaia is taking me to the children that are feeling trapped. I'm being taken to the adults who their adult self is in peace, but their child self is still in discomfort, is still feeling unloved, is still feeling a bit lost, is still feeling worried about expressing themselves. I'm seeing that these adults do extremely well financially, but when it comes to their relationships with people, their relationships are weak, and they don't understand. They don't understand if it's them the other person or just life circumstances to why things work out the way they do. I'm seeing that we have a duty that when we decide to bring in new souls into this planet, that we nurture them with love and knowing of themselves. We must give them the opportunity to discover themselves for themselves without being chastised for that discovery of self. Gaia wants to send love and respect to the mothers of the children of today. You're doing an amazing job. You're holding down the fort. We're at a time when millennials, when it comes to parenting, I feel that we've got it slightly wrong. And I see a lot of women really fighting through parenthood. I feel like we're in a day and age where motherhood is not easy at all. I feel like it's a fight, and the women are putting up an amazing fight because they have a selfless love that comes from within. So Gaia wants to send respect and love and thanks for the nurturing of the children. And she also says thanks for watering her. I don't know why. I feel like that's all for today, or for this moment. Peace and love.